Welcome back to this mini-series on search engine optimization, or SEO for short. My name is Kelly Odor and I am the Marketing Director for Bookster property management platform. So in the last episode, I covered what is SEO and what is it used for. Today, I'm going to follow on from this and I'll be looking at SEO best practices with simple tips for helping you get your website visible on the search engine like Google and Bing for the people that you want to be visible for. So in the last video, I suggested 2 tasks for you to consider for your SEO. First, that you always consider your website from the perspective of 2 sides, your guests or your visitors, your people, and the search engines like Google. And the second task was to create a profile of the people that you want to visit your website, understanding who they are, what do they want, what language do they use, because this is super important when you're thinking about the content for your site. So today I'm going to break down 6 tips to keep in mind when thinking about your SEO. Number 1, create excellent content. Ultimately, your website visitors are the most important people out there. So you need to design your website and keep planning your website with these people in mind. So that means creating content that is appealing and moving visitors smoothly through the buying process. Now, doing this well will stop people from coming to your site and then quickly leaving. And this is called bouncing, and it has 2 negative effects. Firstly, you've lost that potential customer, which is a potential sale. And secondly, you have high bounce rates. Search engines can think that your site wasn't very good or it didn't answer the question correctly, and it will move you down the rankings. Okay, number 2 is to create a great website experience, and this means fixing the bugs on your site. So search engines want visitors, people, to have good experiences, so they are demanding fast, mobile-friendly websites. If your site is slow, it doesn't perform well, in particular on mobile or tablets, if it's full of glitches and annoying bits, so it goes slow, then search engines will not rank you well and you will be seen by less people. So if you have a website and you can do it, analyze your website, fix the technical problems. There are loads of really great tools out there for you to check your page speed, check technical difficulties, see what the capabilities are of your website, and I'll post the links to them here. If you don't know, or you're just not confident about this, don't worry. There are lots of professionals who can look at your sites and try and resolve those issues for you. But it is important that you do it. Okay, number 3 is to get people to your website. So Google respects or gives more respect to websites that have lots of visitors and lots of people that visit them and stay on them. So have a think about how you can drive people to your website. Now that's not just a matter of ranking highly in Google. Think about all the other ways that people are going to come to your website. So for example, social media. Does your social media link back to your website? Do the links in your posts link back to specific pages in your website? Because all these social media links are going to help you. Think about your newsletters. When you send newsletters out to your clients, do they link back in? Because people clicking and going to your website from your newsletters is going to be really helpful. Think about your confirmation emails. Once you get a booking, once you are a certain number of days before arrival, having people click on their confirmation emails and go back to your website is telling Google that you have a site which is really informative and really useful, and they will rank you better as a result of that. So think about all these opportunities that you have for directing people to your site. The next point is keywords. So keywords comes down to knowing your potential visitors. Do you know which words and which phrases they will be using when they're looking for holiday rentals or vacation rentals in your area? Now, there are a number of different ways of doing this, and this is a massive section, but you could start off by looking at your competitors. What do they include? You could look at Google, look at what Google is suggesting people are searching for. There are a lot of keyword tools out there that will help you search for specific keyword trends or high volume keyword, low competition keywords. So I would suggest once you know the type of people that you're looking to attract, you want to start thinking about what words, what phrases, what expressions are they going to be using to be looking for you. So there are different types of keywords, and today I'm just going to focus on two of them: short tail keywords and long tail keywords. Short tail keywords are 1 or 2 word phrases, for example, holiday rentals. And long tail keywords are 4, 5, 10 plus word sentences, such as, where are the best holiday homes in Kent? The very nature of the short tail keywords is that more people will be using these. And because more people are using them, there will be more of your competitors who are trying to be in those top spots and be visible, which means there's much more competition and it's harder for you to be seen with a short tail keyword. Now, there will be fewer people using the long tail keywords to search for their holiday. But if you use these keywords on your website, in your blog, for example, there will be less competition for the top spots in the search engines. So it will be easier for you to rank well and attract those visitors to your website. And the interesting thing about people who are using longer tail keywords, so for example, holiday homes in Kent, is that they are much more likely to be further down the sales process. So they are getting ready or certainly closer to making a purchase. And in your case, that's renting a property from you. So they are the perfect people to be attracting to your website. So there may be fewer of them, but they're much more ready to buy. There are some great tools out there for when you're planning your long tail keywords. I would also recommend having a look on the search engines because they give you related searches and other suggestions for your keywords which you can try too. Okay, my next section is on backlinks. Now, don't be put off by the terminology. A backlink is nothing complicated. It is a link when someone else puts a link from their website to your website. Now, the key to getting backlinks is actually twofold. Sharing great content that other people want to link to, and also collaborating with partners, with local businesses, with the press, and asking them to put a link to your site. Now, this works in 2 ways, because people who click the link are going to visit your site, and because you've got amazing content, they're going to stay there. But also, the search engines like Google are going to rank you better because they can see that you've got good links coming to your website. So it's really important that you have these backlinks in there. And again, you can use tools, which I'll link to here, which show how many backlinks you've got going to your website. So how many people link to you and what the value of each of these links is worth according to the search engines. Okay, number 6, this is my last one for today, and it's all about metrics. Use your metrics. So choosing a few key metrics and then following them and taking action on them. It's really easy to get overwhelmed by metrics and then not take any action. So by selecting just a few, it will keep you on track and it will give you actions to follow. And for looking at your metrics, you could look at things like your Google Analytics. It's a really good start to see, okay, who's coming into your website, where are they going, what are they doing, where did they come from, did they make a reservation? Really simple to track. All you need to do is connect your website to Google Analytics. And again, if you can't do that, find a professional who will be able to add it on for you. Okay, I'm going to stop there now. We've covered some tips there to start you on your journey into SEO. Now, I hope none of them are overly complicated. Please remember, SEO is not a dark art. It is about understanding that search engines like Google and Bing have rules. And by following these rules, your website should be seen more by your potential clients, and therefore you should get more bookings. So I'll be back next time with a short introduction into search engine marketing, or SEM for short. If there is anything that you'd like to cover further or you'd like more details, you are always welcome to get in touch. Okay, I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you.